Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. I want to thank Sunny SoCal very much for stopping me as I was a runaway freight train on Twitter today. He reminded me to be humble and stopped me in my tracks. You know, sometimes when we get on Twitter, we all get a little engaged, if you will, and I was just over engaged, and I thank him very much for slowing me down. Okay. Ripple Triple recently, on the 2nd of November to be exact, gave out a tweet to MoneyGram asking, how's it going with XRapid? And they responded, hello, this is a pilot program being tested on internal MoneyGram international processes and is not intended for commercial or consumer use. Well, I think this is a good tweet, and I'll tell you why. Because if they had just done 5 or 10 tests and then said, thank you so much, it's not for us, we would have known that by now. But obviously they are still evaluating and they are progressing with the pilot program. And let's hope that we have a positive announcement soon. Look at this. Japan's largest bank says it found the source of the 60 million hack that took place on the crypto exchange Zaif back in September. So UFJ, which is Japan's largest bank, they believe that they found the hackers. They announced this yesterday, and they were able to do this because they partnered with a local cybersecurity researcher to monitor the stolen funds, and the attackers were attempting to move them and presumably launder them into fiat currency. But in doing so, the researchers were able to accumulate data on the attackers by using an array of cloud-hosted Mona nodes to analyze the transactions involving the stolen funds and identify clues regarding to the identity of the attackers, such as their source IP addresses. Yeah, this is going to be, I think, interesting, not only if they can zero it down to the country, but if they really believe they have the hackers. Wow. So the 40 million in customer funds and 20 million in the exchange funds were a combination of Bitcoin, BCH, and the domestic Japanese coin Monacoin, which is used so often here for tipping. I can't wait to see the details of this story. Okay, so I want to tell you, as of today, SWIFT suspends some of Iran's access as the Trump administration restores sanctions. So let me just read to you what SWIFT has said. So in keeping with our mission of supporting the resilience and integrity of the global financial system as a global and neutral service provider, SWIFT is suspending certain Iranian banks' access to the messaging system. This step, while regrettable, has been taken in the interest of the stability and integrity of the wider global financial system. So I didn't think they were going to, I didn't think they were going to be any trouble, any problem, because they had complied in the past when sanctions were put into place. And I expected that they would have this same approach. But what is interesting this time, which didn't happen last time, let's look at some of these headlines. So this is back from August 22nd, 2018, and it says that Germany is to explore the creation of alternative to SWIFT payment system, and it was in order to shield German companies from the impact of the U.S. financial sanctions by creating a European alternative to the SWIFT payment system. And then we move from the 22nd of August to September 4th. And you can see here that the French finance minister Bruno Maire agreed, saying that with Germany, we are determined to work on an independent European or Franco-German financing tool. I want Europe to be a sovereign continent, not a vassal, and that means having totally independent financing instruments that do not today exist. One of the most concrete of these is a plan to create a European rival to the SWIFT international payment system. If that does happen, it could possibly lead the way towards Europe redefining itself geopolitically in terms of its military and strategic independence, wrote Pepe Escobar for the Asia Times. And in addition, we move to September 25th, and this is in regards to the EU, Russia, and China. They reached that payment deal to counter Trump's Iran move. It says here, in the big picture, the payments channel would be an alternative to SWIFT, the backbone of the global financial system that allows Iran to get paid for oil, pay for its imports, and finance its activities abroad. The 5 countries involved in the agreement remain committed to doing business with Iran. So this is the big change, this go around with sanctions, is it looks like that the EU, Russia, China, Italy, France, Germany are really serious about building an alternative to SWIFT. If that happens, wow, does it totally change the landscape. I mean, in a way that I don't think any of us imagined. So I'm going to be watching this story very carefully. All right, everybody, we're moving right into the fluff story. If you're new to this channel, we talk about something in the way of Japan. And today's story is, this is big news. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is coming out of retirement, and he is going to fight in an MMA battle on December 31st, Tenshin Nasukawa. And it's going to be so interesting because Floyd, as you know, is a boxer. He's 41 years old, and he has a perfect record, 50-0. And then you have Tenshin here. He's just 20. He is a kickboxer, and he is the world champion, the Rise world champion. He's just 20, and I don't think the rules have actually been determined yet. There's talk about having 3 rounds at 3 minutes each, but the rules are still needing to be explained. The last time Mayweather fought, he took home a paycheck of $273 million. I'm really curious what it is he's going to be paid this time. I didn't see that. And they are going to fight just north of Tokyo in a place called the Saitama Super Arena. Here is what it looks like. It is the 3rd largest arena in the world. It has a retractable roof, so for sure it will be closed that time of year. I mean, the 31st of December is quite cold in Tokyo. And for maybe, I don't know, the last 30 years, the New Year's Eve is always the night for TV programming that is boxing and mixed martial arts. It's a big night for that. So I'm very happy that they got Floyd to come out of retirement. And since you're going to mix 2 different styles also, it should make it extra interesting. So here is actually Tenshin. You can see he has an awesome kick. He is fast. Wow. Yeah. So I don't know if we'll have a chance to see it, on a paid preview. I'm not sure. Chances are it will be offered that way, but we'll see if they can fill that 37,000 seat stadium. My guess is they will be able to do it. Okay, everybody, that's all I have for you today. Please take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.